Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland, and we were here at Lakewood Public Library. We're here with Dr. Amy Acton. Thank you so much for meeting with us.
Thank you.
You have been very busy. You've been around town here and on the trail. Thanks for taking a few moments and talking with us. You've had, well, you're a candidate for governor of the state of Ohio, right? And you've had a pretty interesting upbringing because you came up with some abuse, neglect, homelessness a little bit, but you took yourself to Northeast Ohio Medical University, Ohio State University. You became the first woman head of the Ohio Department of Health. Congratulations, that was a great breakthrough. So how does all this prepare you to go into the governor's mansion?
You know, the reason, sorry, I'm so used to holding this, thank you. The reason I'm running is because people in the state are struggling. They are doing everything right now, and like what my opponent says, that we're lazy and mediocre and not working hard enough. The fact is, people are doing everything right, but there's just no breathing room. And you're right. You know, my childhood is really where a lot of my motivations began, both being a doctor, but also, you know, why I'm running for governor. You know, when I was a kid growing up in Youngstown, pretty rough circumstances. You remember when people look the other ways or you feel unseen. And I can tell you that I more remember from my childhood the people who didn't. And we're all living in a time right now where we absolutely have to refuse to look the other way while bad actors and special interests keep taking the state in the wrong direction on nearly every measure. Ohioans, everywhere I go, are longing for public servants again who solve problems instead of making them, and people are ready for change.
We saw you during the pandemic with a Republican governor who had at least a reputation as a moderate, let's put it that way, but he relied on you and your scientific advice, and you guys did some great things for the state, for the country. First state in the country to close schools, for example, when it really needed to happen. How are you going to take that collaborative spirit that you did so well during those months into an environment now where things are not exactly collaborative out there, right?
Well, I have to say it was an honor and a privilege to serve during such a moment, and I can't say enough. You know, in Ohio, Ohioans were heroic. They helped save one another. Of course, I was there in the very early part of the emergency. I often say we flattened the curve in Ohio. We saved a lot of lives, but we actually got back to life sooner from taking swift and decisive action. You know, part of that response was running all of government and working alongside private sector, philanthropy, all our hospitals, everything. It was an all of society response. And I can say, you know, I've been trained for this work. My specialty is preventive medicine and public health. I've worked with multiple governors over the years in different ways. And I believe that Ohioans are longing for public servants again. You know, I'm a doctor, I'm not a politician, but I am a lifelong public servant. And the really tricky, hard problems that we face around affordability, costs, housing, childcare, building a much more diverse economy, taking care of things like property taxes, relieving medical debt, so many of the issues that Ohioans are struggling with right now. You know, what it takes is having a really strong North Star, putting the hard cards on the table, which we became well known for doing in COVID. But the reason you do that is because it needs to empower all of us to solve these problems, getting people around tables from multiple sectors to have hard conversations and do the hard work again that the people are asking of us.
Dr. Acton, thank you so much for taking a few moments. You got a whole group of people downstairs waiting to talk with you and hear from you.
Thank you.
Best of luck, and thank you for staying in touch.
Oh, thank you. Look forward to doing this journey and hope you'll be with us. Thank you.
Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland. Have a great week in CoolCleveland.